Yes, so my people, thank you for joining us once again in IPOB Media. Thank you for always tuning in and watching our videos. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right, my people, in case you're new to this channel, this is IPOB Media, the place where we bring you the gospel of Biafra. Yes, this is the only channel where you get the latest legit news, information, trends, happenings, events, and everything you need to know about Biafra and our struggle for freedom. Please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't get to miss out on our interesting videos, and don't forget to share on all your social media platforms so that Biafrans get to know what is going on, right? Also, we encourage you to share your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be right there replying to every one of them. Give this video a thumbs up as well. Alright, my people, una know wetin happen to Orji Uzor Kalu, Apiawago that guy as well, and he's crying like a baby. When we told them that you cannot asleep these people, they know they agree, right? They keep on messing up. Instead of them to rally around Biafrans and see that Mazen Nandakan is released, see that Biafra land is liberated, and things are going well in our land. No, they choose to go to the Nigerian people, and after all said and done, they will still be relegated at the background. All right, I want you to hear reactions from Nigerians as they discuss this issue. As they sweet us, they pain them. Yes, so watch these reactions, watch to the end, and share your comments in the comment section.
We have before us here a man who once accused Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be brain behind his arrest and his ordeal. At some point when he was a governor, he accused the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, to be the brain behind his ordeal. But recently, after the election, we saw when a reconciliation happened that Bola Ahmed Tinubu went down to see the mom and obviously prostrated before the mom. But today, this God, wherever he sit now, they take care. This God don't suffer. Wallahi. Because the way because everybody,
they don't dump him.
I'm telling you, everybody is calling him. I mean, this God must be, but I hope he doesn't have heart attack from the things he sees or hears. Now, let me before I put you guys and put these questions, there are two things that I want to point out here. One, he said he's not a thief. I mean, I am not going to, he's my brother, I'm not going to call him a thief. But 7.1 billion Abia State money is still not yet accounted for. That was the reason why he was sent to jail. He came out on technicalities of another person. Over to close to a decade, this case has been ongoing. He left office in the year 2007. Obviously, I may agree with him that he fought, he had some fight with Olusegun Obasanjo that crippled his Lock Airline, Hallmark Bank, and all whatnot, right? I mean, that's Nigeria. That's, when they want to fight dirty. But he now talked about fairness. I nearly laughed. You recall when the issue of Muslim ticket came up. He said it didn't matter.
Because if we don't play Muslim, we're in trouble. We will not win it will be most difficult to win the election. Because the only thing left to Ahmed Tinubu today is to play Muslim. I know that the church I go to, the Catholic secretary might condemn it, so it's not good to. What is wrong with Muslim ticket? I don't see anything in my eye. So for me, the issue of is a Christian, I know that most Christians will be hot what I'm saying, but putting a Christian will not make him to be a best president, or picking a Muslim will not make him. It's his conscience. Conscience is a wound. Only the truth can heal it.
But now when the issue of Senate president comes up, and people like me who say, Kukuma, let us give it to a Muslim. If we can have a Muslim president and a Muslim vice, come on, let us also, if it is madness, let us all remove our drawers and pants. So let us also give it to a Muslim too. But now he comes to Senate president. He's crying in the floor of the Senate, talking about fairness. I don't know, because for me, no emotions here. It's just simple putting 5 and 6 together. Dr. Mo, let ladies go first. Hold on. Eunice.
My dear, what do you want me to say? Orji Uzor Kalu, he's telling us he has factories everywhere. He has this, he has that. He did support the Muslim ticket, and he expected to have the Senate presidency on a platter, being an Igbo man and all that. But it looks like Akpabio is giving him a run for his money. And by this time next week, we will already probably know who is our Senate president, and it may not be him. So I think he's already crying foul because he's feeling cheated, he's feeling used, he's feeling like people who should be grateful are not. He's saying it actually. People he gave transport when they were trying to form political parties in the first instance. People that were boys to him are now deciding his fate in politics, and he clearly doesn't like it. Is that really our business? I don't think so, because they're all birds of the same feather, whether they are coming from the APC or PDP or whatever angles they are coming from. They're all birds of the same feathers, and they are indeed stealing our country to stupor. And whatever he had before he came into politics does take away everything you have. It takes a lot of your money, but you don't come in here and then start to take away everything you see. You don't come to start to replenish your pocket. You're supposed to actually come and invest some more of what you have for the betterment of the people. As a politician, you should be happy to just have enough food, shelter over your head, clothes on your body, and then you do what you need to do for the benefit of the people. So I don't understand why he's crying that they are calling him a thief. If 7-point-something billion is missing in your state and you can't explain where it went to, whereas you were the leader of the state when the money went away, then you should take whatever anybody gives you. I'm not feeling sorry for him. I'm sorry to say, even though like yourself is my brother too, but I don't think it's okay to assume that, okay, now everybody else, I have supported Tinubu, I have supported Shetima, they have Muslim tickets, it's my turn. So he feels it's a miracle time for himself too. Nah, he should calm down. The thing that he's giving to other people, he deserves to get some of it. So if he's not going to tell the truth when it matters, when the country would benefit, then he should not expect us to support him, because he may have he may have a legitimate interest in becoming Senate president, but because he's an Igbo man and he has been there long, we should not support him. He's not supporting good things for the people. So we too will not support good things for him. Sorry.
You know, when Dr. Mo, before I come to you, when he talked about fairness, there is this popular saying he used to say before, that it is not the turn of Ndibo or the Southeast, that they must build bridges. Now I'm saying, fairness, why are you crying? Don't we have enough road or concrete to continue building the bridges?
I'm sure he has built enough bridges. He's just realizing all of a sudden that there's no amount of brick and mortar, whatever you put together to build bridges for Nigeria as an Igbo man that works when you're doing it on your own and for your own selfish interest. Until he begins to work with every other Igbo person for the interest of the Igbo person, he has no right to be claiming the Igbo or any Igbo legitimacy. He doesn't deserve it. The way we are all suffering to get the presidency for Peter Obi, whether he's Igbo or not, is the way he should be fighting for every interest of Nigerians and the Igbo people, if he wants us to support him when he needs us. Now he needs us, we are all denying him the same way he denied us. So he should live with it. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, the Iron Lady. So, Dr. Mo, so he said he's not a thief, and he said he's not being treated fair. What's your take?
You know, first of all, when you come on national platforms to say that you are not a thief, that leaves a lot, you know, in the first place. Who is accusing you? Did we say you are a thief? Did we call you a thief? So, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you begin to talk about the dreams you had last night, or you are now bringing who asked you whether your house girl swept your house or not? You know, and you begin to talk, it leaves a lot, you know, to be imagined. So that's what Orji Uzor Kalu is not a, I mean, he's a household name. in Nigeria, known for his notoriety and several other things. So, and you know, when people speak about fairness, you need to understand when people talk about justice, when people talk about righteousness or whatever it is, you know, try to use the same language that you and I are talking. That's what makes Nigeria a very dangerous and interesting place too, because there are those who don't speak our rhetoric, for if you understand the context of my usage. So you have people who speak our language, and this is how we confuse the Nigerians, the Nigerian populace and the world, because they are looking at, how did the scripture put it now? They are hearing the voice of Jacob, but they are feeling the hands of Esau. So you are confusing the people. You are confusing the people. And like we popularly say that stay your lane so that this thunder will know who how he go take strike. Because when we hear people like Orji Uzor Kalu and people, the thunder will be confused. When the thunder will not know how to fire. You know, so this is where the problem is, you know, and it's like, you know, when it's my own thief, when it's my own thief, then temper mercy with justice. When people speak of fairness, they are just speaking, they are talking of fairness within their private, yeah, it's something that belongs to them. You know, they are speaking within that context. It has nothing to do with the interests of the country, the interests of the common man. It's the same thing that we're talking about when you look at, so Peter Obi say, I'll remove fuel subsidy. He's talking about something completely different from when Atiku says, I'm going to remove fuel subsidy. And it's totally different from Bola Ahmed Tinubu say, I'm going to remove fuel subsidy. You know, but because, again, we are a headline people, you know, people will now say, did Peter Obi now say he's going to remove it? Did this person now say he's going to remove it? So why are you coming against us? This is exactly what Orji Uzor Kalu is doing. You know, you went to jail, my guy. 71 billion or whatever. You have not talked about it. Suddenly, you have companies everywhere. How come we are suffering if you have taken over all the youth and all the energy? How come we still have people? Because guess what? One person in Nigeria, when you hear the kinds of money, I mean, some of us have been, because my PhD has to do with nature and environment. And I remember 7 years while we were in school, a professor told us that even the curriculum that we are studying in school, right from Babangida's regime, they ensure that Nigeria does not know. Hey, God, where do you begin with this? That what we are being taught in school, they ensure that it does not include some of the things that are there naturally, so that it never gets to you. So you can, the extent to how crime is organized in this country is way into the generations unborn. That's why a governor elect can come out and say, I have 9 trillion, then go back to go. And people don't understand when some of us say things like Zamfara State and some of the states that have gold in Nigeria have more gold than the Gold Coast and South Africa combined. That's how blessed we are as a country. That's why we are still discovering oil in Kogi State and other places when we are not done with Oloibri. That's how blessed we are. It's like Congo, like Nigeria. These are about the most richest states in Africa, but yet you can see where we are as a people. So when you hear people who should rot in jail come out and in national TV, I mean, well, again, here we are. The person that came last is our president. So you want me to analyze Orji Uzor Kalu? There are things I cannot even begin to talk. But he has said he's not a criminal. He's not a thief when nobody has accused him. So he has said so much already in that regard. However, it is important to also quickly stop on this note of what we should do, actually, so that we can complete the cycle of this sweet narrative. We must ensure that we have, now that we have a Muslim president and a vice president, a Muslim. Oh God, why did he even bring an SSG? Now he should have brought a Muslim SSG. So he can now bring a Muslim
Senate President,
Senate President, and ensure that
House of Reps Speaker.
Muslim easy. I mean, and then we must ensure that I don't know the ratio now, but all the governors they all should be, the next NMPC guy must be a Muslim. We must complete. In fact, Mazi, I think next week I'm going to come out with the placard on the street of Abuja, because we must complete this cycle of brigandage. It must be completed. It must be completed.
You're just a rebel. You're just a rebel.
So you want to toe the lines of El-Rufai now?
We must complete the agenda. The agenda must be completed. As a matter of fact, the agenda must be completed.
Please do.
In fact,
Chief Justice must.
Of my yet unborn great grandchildren.
Now, what you're saying, as it is now, you are no longer supporting Orji Uzor Kalu nor Akpabio. It must be Yari. So let's
Yari for Senate President. Yari for Senate President. Yari. That is where I am right now. Everything must be complete. We must complete this cycle.
Breaking news: the National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) Male Kyari has been suspended. The Daily Trust says has been fired with immediate effect. So maybe your narrative, Madmo, maybe your narrative is kicking in. We'll go see some crazy stuff.
I told you, and while we are right here, who knows? Maybe we can have another second breaking news again while we're still live on air. We're living in the best times of life. Can't you see? Can't you see that it's so? And thank God for technology that allows us to connect energy to energy, spirit to spirit, live and see what's going on. I mean, it's beautiful. I expect more. I mean, this drama must be completed. You know, I'm waiting for more of the breaking news. But don't forget, we must ensure that we help Orji Uzor Kalu to accomplish what he has started. We must help them, all of them. Yari for Senate President. Yes.
Now, wow.
You can see I'm not joking. I'm very serious about it. I'm very, very serious about it.
Wow. You want Nigeria to burn.
Which burn?
Which burn? We need to complete the agenda. So tomorrow, when we wake up with a Christian president, a Christian vice, as a matter of fact, I think we should give everything to Islam this time, so that next regime, we can give everything to Christian. That is how we must do this. Then another regime will give it to atheists, and then we'll come back to the Babalawos, and their pampas will take their shots, and they can enjoy themselves. I think this is what we need to do. Let's have this joke, this contraption. We must just help them to just come. Let's complete it.
Yeah, so my people, you've heard from my fellow Nigerians as they discuss this issue. All right, let us know what you think, right? Drop your comments in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. All right, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please do to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you don't get to miss out on any of our interesting videos as we bring them on daily basis. And don't forget to share on all your social media platforms so that people get to know what is going on, right? Thank you very much. God bless.